All right, good day, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm Peter. For those of you that are new here, welcome. Go ahead and hit like, comment, and subscribe. Tap that notification bell so you can know when I'm uploading to the channel. All right, so you guys, your ancestor message today is seriously about all of the things that you have discovered over the past couple of weeks. And it's about you taking those different revelations that you had and finding comfort in it, right? Finding comfort in it, like not being ashamed of it, none of that stuff. Just finding comfort in your uncomfortable situation. Like, it's so many different things going on, so many different situations that are occurring for you right now, and you're like, oh my goodness, how am I going to get through this? How am I going to make this decision? This decision is like, a lot of these decisions that you have to make are very life-changing. All right, and it's making you uncomfortable. It's causing things to like surface within you, to stir up within you that you didn't even know was present. You're like, oh man, like I got this feeling of whatever this feeling may be. And so your ancestors are like, look, you just got to get comfortable in this mess. You got to get comfortable in this very uncomfortable situation. And this is where you're going to find your resolution. And this is where you're going to find your peace of mind. And this is where you're going to find the clarity in it. So what's happening is it's like it's evolving you. It's maturing you, right? It's changing you. This is a part of your development. This is so that, like, again, when you move into your next assignment or you move on to the next level, you know how to handle this, because there are going to be situations like this that seem like there's no way out of them, that seem like it's like impossible for you to make it through it or to get over it, and then boom, you're just going to figure it out. All right, because your ancestors are going to guide you and they're going to steer you in the right direction. But this is about that connection. This is about you being the anchor. All right, because see, it's okay, you could ground, you know the grounding techniques, but they want to know, are you able to anchor yourself? Are you able to, when everything else is blowing up around you, and all they're asking you to do is just trust them, are you able to ground yourself in the midst of all of that? Are you able to anchor yourself in the midst of all that, connecting yourself to the universe and connecting yourself to source, and trusting and believing that those things are going to transpire the way that they're supposed to? There was a lot of revelations that were hard for many of you to see. And now that they have been revealed, this is like the perfect time for you guys to surround your rituals with this energy, y'all. All right, surround your rituals with this energy, because this energy that's coming about can assist you in pushing a lot of that stuff on up out of here. All right, so it's like you cleaning out the closet. Okay, so it's like really, really surrendering this weekend, y'all. It's really, really surrendering this weekend. So many different changes, so many different shifts that have come about. And you guys, look, you're making it through it. All right? You're making it through it. There were several situations where you felt like, dang, I can't afford to slip up, or I can't afford to make this mistake, and all I need is this boost, and all I need is this shift. And then guess what? The universe provided you that. So this is not the first time that you don't went through something like this, and this is not going to be the last time. You can make mistakes. Mistakes are where the growth happens, okay? The pain is where the growth happens. All right, the discomfort is where the growth happens, unless you're just like balled up in a chair because you ain't growing there. But this is where the growth happen. This is where the growth happen, okay? And so that's what your ancestors are trying to get you to see. Sometimes you can be feeling so low and so bad that there's nothing else to do but to just sit there and deal with it. And how do you deal with it? You have to find some comfort in what's happening. You have to find some comfort in what's being revealed, because a lot of the stuff that's being revealed to us, we don't want to hear it. We don't want to see it. Our ego don't want to hear it. Our ego don't want to see it. But guess what? It needs to be seen. It needs to be heard, and it needs to be felt in order for the change to happen. But that's a lot. This is going to be a lot of moving forward after this, you guys. Your ancestors are saying like it's so much movement forward once you surrender, because the surrender is the surrender tonight. The surrendering of all things that no longer serve you. The surrendering of the things that, again, do not provide you in a substance does not provide you any nourishment, it's time for it all to go. All right, so the surrender is the complete and total surrender, surrendering completely to your soul path. You know what it is that you got to do. It's time to make these strides forward. It's time to make these movements forward. All right, you got the compass. They've already given you the guidance. You already understand the assignment. You already know which direction it is that you're supposed to go. And now it's time for you to move. Now it's time for you to get the stepping. Okay, because you can't run from it. You can't run from it. You have to just face it. You have to accept it. You have to absorb it. You have to learn from it. You have to take what you need. You have to leave the rest behind, and you have to move forward. You can't run, you can't hide. It's gonna find you, and take it slowly. All right, so that's what's happening. All right, everything that you tried to run from is here. It's here, and it's right up in your face. All those things that you tried to avoid, that you tried to overlook, they're here. They're like peekaboo. I see you. All right. You can't run from it. You can't hide from it, because they're present, and they're making themselves known this time. They're like, yeah, you thought you was getting away from me, but guess what? Here I am 10 years down the line, and boom. Now what you gonna do? Yeah, you thought you just pushed me down, but I'm here now. I'm at the surface now. You know, you thought that you was getting over it like 2 years ago. Like, nope, here it is. Here I go. Inner child, what? I'm here now. Let's go. You thought you was getting rid of me, but here I am. Now what you gonna do? Because you need to really heal me. You know, when you're trying to get rid of weeds, you gotta kill the root. Weeds, what happens to weed? Like with weeds, if you put if you got weed growing, that weed gonna take off like wildfire, right? So in order to get rid of it, you can't just chop it down so nobody can see it. Now, you got to get rid of the root. You got to dig the whole entire thing up and get rid of the root. All right? So that's what your ancestors want you to do. Your ancestors want you to get rid of the root. Surrender completely to your soul path. Surrender completely to this journey. Surrender completely to the things that are not supposed to be present. Get real comfortable in this discomfort. Get real comfortable in these uncomfortable situations, because these types of situations is going to change a lot about you. These types of situations is how you're going to grow. All right, there's no other way. Like, this is how you're going to grow. You grow through your experiences. The more experiences that you have, the more that you will grow. All right, so yeah, it feel real bad. It's been like times that you feel like your back was against the wall. It's been times where you like, dang, I can't afford to mess this move up, because if I mess this move up, everything else is going to fall apart. All right. And there's been times where there are several people in the collective that have felt that same energy, y'all. Have felt that same energy. But all you have to do is just continue to push forward, because on the other side of the giant is that new opportunity. Several golden windows of opportunity are about to open up. Several golden opportunities are about to open up. But it's time for you to decide. It's time for you to choose which direction that you're about to go. All right? Ain't no obstacle too big. All right? No obstacle is too big for you, your ancestors, and your guides to handle. Y'all can handle these things. All right, you have to have this belief, this undying belief within you that these things could be handled, and that you can handle them, and that they're not too painful. All right, but with this thing, you are connecting with these emotions. You are understanding these emotions. You're trying to figure out why these emotions are present, why these triggers are present. And once you gain that understanding, guaranteed there's going to be some very, very, very positive shifts in your life. But you have to find that comfort within this. So that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this message. I know this message was pretty brief, but surrender to surrendering. All right, surrender to letting it all go. All right, and then the next time something come up, because you're gonna be like, every time I let it all go, I think I let it all go, something else come up. Yeah, it's gonna be like that every time you ascend. It's gonna be like that every time you elevate. It's gonna be like that because there's so many different manipulations of the energies here. Several different manipulations of the energy here. And so not only are you fighting against the things that are needing to be changed, you're fighting against the things in the 3D as well. And the things that you're fighting against in the 3D, you're fighting against in the spiritual as well. So it's a lot of different things that you are up against, but you're prepared because you chose this assignment. You chose to come here at this time to do just this. All right, you agreed to it, and so you're gonna have to do what you gotta do. All right, so just get comfortable and enjoy this ride. And I hope you guys enjoyed this message, and I'll holler at you.